Interim Standard and Operational Guidance for Production of Child Greeting Videos, CGV, FY15. What is a child greeting video? A child greeting video or CGV is a short 15 to 20 seconds video that captures the child in their community and gives the child an opportunity to briefly introduce themselves to the potential sponsor, showing their personality. Which children are requested to create a greeting video? All ADPs that are in web publishable NOs are expected to produce a CGV for new RC, growth and replacement. For RC that are reactivated from partnership hold, only those that require an updated photo or those with CSM 304 and CSM 305 are expected to produce CGVs as soon as Single Step supports this feature in the system by Q2 FY15. There are reasons why a CGV is not able to be captured for some children, including some being too shy or simply don't want to. In these cases the CGV will not be required, but should be seen as exceptional cases. When this happens, the reason for not capturing the CGV is recorded in Single Step. The standard is to create CGVs for new RC during the registration process and for reactivates when the updated information and photo are gathered. What are the technical and quality standards? The video should be 15 to 20 seconds long. Videos should always be taken in horizontal, landscape format. Videos should be in MOV or MP4 format only, ideally use MP4. When digital cameras are used, set the resolution to 320 by 240 where possible to avoid large file sizes. Videos should be steady, no zooming or panning. Avoid blurry images. Videos should focus on one child only, making sure his or her face is clearly visible and there is sufficient lighting to see the child. For a portion of the time the child should look straight into the camera. Child should not be crying, appear distressed, afraid, forced or coerced to participate in the video. Child may be shown doing age-appropriate chores, however it should not be physically strenuous work. Ensure that the child is wearing appropriate clothing, clean, not torn. Do not show excessive cleavage or skin. No references to weapons, slingshots, guns, knives, etc. shall be present. No references to political affiliation, violence or other potentially offensive topics, be it printed on clothing, or spoken. The parent or guardian can introduce a young or shy child. The child's voice should be heard clearly. Only the child's voice should be heard. The video taker's voice or other voices should not be heard in the background. The video should preferably be captured outdoors with a community background, avoiding locations where the child's voice will be drowned out by wind or noise or when the sun is shining directly in the child's eyes causing the child to look distressed. There should be no edits, text or logo added to the video. Videos should be completed with a digital camera currently used or an Android device. The lens of the camera should be cleaned regularly to prevent smudges in videos. The child should always be presented with dignity, and never as a victim or used in some way. Examples include, but are not limited to, a sexual or suggestive pose, sad, hopeless, child labor. When should the child greeting video be prepared and when should the parental consent form be signed? For new RC the standard is to generate CGVs and complete the consent form during the child registration process at the time the child's information is gathered and the photo is taken. As part of the child registration process, the child and family are introduced to child sponsorship and a parent or legal guardian agree to the terms and sign the child sponsorship consent form. For RC that are reactivated from partnership hold, the CGV is generated at the time the updated information is gathered and the update photo is taken. The NOADP team needs to verify if the current consent form already includes permission for use of the CGV on the internet, and if not, the new consent form should be completed as part of the process. What are the contents of the child greeting video? Should capture the child's personality within his or her surroundings. Greetings will be in the child's local language. No translation is needed or will be provided. Videos may show the child doing an activity or interacting with a parent or a guardian. Child protection standards always apply. All children and others in the video must be appropriately dressed, authentic yet with dignity and not in their best clothes. Do not mention or show in the video any landmarks like the name of ADP office, school name, etc. Do not take videos where young children are nursed by their mothers. Do not mention the last name of the child, RCID or their school name. Avoid the child wearing branded attire such as Nike, Coca-Cola, Adidas and etc. Videos should not have any inappropriate comments or gestures from the child and others appearing in the video that might be culturally offensive. Review, approval or rejection of a CGV. Videos can be rejected if they do not meet the standards mentioned earlier. Videos cannot be rejected based on a support office's own internal standards, example, artistic items like angle and field of view. If the video is reasonable to view, it should be approved. When a video is rejected, the appropriate reject reason code will be applied. NOs and ADPs will be informed through existing reports of rejected CGVs and reason codes. Note that a special monitoring process will be set up to review quality levels and ad hoc support will be provided in case some ADPs experience many rejects. In principle, there is no expectation for ADPs to retake rejected CGVs. However, if during the year a specific NO ADP has a high percentage of rejects, the SO may request GC sponsorship operations to explore if CGV can be retaken as an exception. How will the CGVs be transmitted to the SO? The videos will be sent to the SO using single step which fully integrates CGV, delivery of child history, digital photo or CGPs and CGVs needs to be coordinated and all items should be received by the SO within a 2-week time frame. All CGPs and CGVs should be received in RMT Media Library. If the SO has not received the corresponding CGV for new registrations within 2 weeks of receiving the child history and digital photo or CGP, they may contact the NO to verify if the CGV are coming, or they may release the new child history records for acquisition purposes that does not involve CGV. What is the lifespan of a CGV and partnership hold? CGVs are valid for a period of 2 years from the time it is taken. If a sponsor cancels and the CGV was taken within the last 2 years, it will be reused. If a sponsor cancels and the CGV is older than 2 years, the record will be placed on hold and it requires a new photo and new CGV, and CSM 304 and CSM 305 will be issued.